Leaders of faith-based organizations in the Southwest region have pledged their commitment in ensuring that there is an effective humanitarian response in order to remedy the situation of internally displaced persons. It was during an event that unfolded in the municipality of Boya. These and more right ahead. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, on the 8 p.m. news on Legacy Development TV. Some internally displaced persons in the Southwest region have been assured that despite the ongoing socio-political crisis, they should remain hopeful. The call was made by the members of an organization known as the Center for Rural Action during an event that unfolded in the municipality of Boya. The event was geared towards strategizing possible means in which the internally displaced persons can have skills that will enable them generate income for their own good. Details in the following report with Kingsley Eno.
With a hope to put smile on the faces of some of those affected by the ongoing crisis in Cameroon, an organization referred to as the Center for Rural Action, Sephora, in collaboration with people of Japan and UNDP, has earmarked projects that will relieve some IDPs host communities from the challenges of the crisis. It was disclosed in a meeting that took place in Boya.
This project is to bring life and hope to IDPs, to encourage them to make money rather than be beggars. We really intend that at the end of this project, they will be self-reliant, they will be able to sustain their families, community violence is going to reduce, and there's going to be a lot of social cohesion in the communities that are hosting them.
Going by the initiative, the project will constitute the provision of food items, training on income-generating activities that can enable them to be more self-employed. An action that the beneficiaries say it is highly appreciated.
When I came back, I had nothing doing, so I was just sitting idle. But now it has made me to be busy and it has empowered me.
We were displaced. We had nobody to attend to us. The Sephora came to assist us with these materials to plant and earn a living.
The members of Sephora also encouraged the IDPs to be hopeful as the project will get to more engage in the communities on sustainable activities.
Some of the benefactors eat the seeds we give them to plant. They are hungry. Others attempt to sell the rainbows. And the very passionate ones need more seeds, more farm inputs, which are even above our financial standing. The vision is that at the end of the day, the internally displaced people will reintegrate into the community financially, socially, and morally.
While NGOs play their own role in relieving people from suffering caused by the crisis in the Northwest and Southwest, many remain expectant for calm to return so that the highly affected can live their normal lives.
Many thanks, Kingsley Eno, for that report. Let's now talk other news. Some members of faith-based organizations in the Southwest region have pledged their commitment in ensuring that there is a humanitarian response in order to remedy the plight of internally displaced persons. It was during a workshop that took place in the municipality of Boya, organized by an organization known as LUKMEF Cameroon. Our student journalist on internship, Agbo Berinyu, was there and compiled the following package for the 8 p.m. news.
Religious leaders have a vital role to play during humanitarian crises. Cognizance of these same members of faith-based organizations in the Southwest region have received training on how they can effectively partake in responding to the needs of internally displaced persons. In a one-day workshop organized by LUKMEF Cameroon, the leaders of the faith-based organizations have taught the key principles of humanitarian response, their role in the crisis-affected regions, and how they can respond religious authorities. Under the theme Engaging Faith-Based Organizations in Humanitarian Response in the Southwest region, the workshop was equally a platform for the leaders to share experiences on the action that they are being taken to remedy the plight of the affected population in their areas. Also, during the workshop, the participants gained knowledge on how they can prevent issues of gender-based violence and protection of displaced children. At the close of the event, participants came up with humanitarian actions that will enable them meet up with humanitarian responses in the Southwest region in the area of jurisdiction as faith-based organizations.
Our student journalist on internship Agbo bearing you with that report. And if you're just joining us, then you're watching the 8 p.m. news on Legacy Development TV, and we are broadcasting live from Buea. In other news, it has remarked that for youths to fight against unemployment in Cameroon, they should be able to have the right attitude and ensure that they acquire the skills. This was disclosed by some employers in the municipality of Buea, who could state some of their procedures in terms of having students or better still interns that will acquire skills that can enable them have an effective place in the job market. This reporter took interest on that bit and compared the following package for the 8 p.m. news.
According to an article published by the International Labour Organization in 2018, it is estimated that there are 75 million youths still searching for jobs across the globe. The same article holds that an estimated 26 million youths are not going through education, receiving trainings, and talk less of having adequate skills. In Cameroon, the unemployment rate is 30%. While underemployment stands at 75%. With a population of above 20 million, the working population stands at 12 million persons. This, to many employers, is a call for concern, especially with regard to getting the best staff to boost the growth of the organization.
And we do a lot of tracking, but the best thing is, when you are a training institution, you train and then pick out the best because you are the one who trained those people. Because that is the workforce, and if you don't have that, you can never produce the best.
What I actually really take into consideration is the person's one experience, second, the person's motivation, because I think that these two things really work together, because you need to be experienced and you need to be motivated. If you are experienced and you're not motivated, you don't do a good job. And if you're at least, and if your motivation is even cool, because if you're motivated and not experienced, your motivation can help you learn on the job. So they are amongst many. I think these are the key criteria I use to get the staff.
It is no doubt that youth unemployment is one of the major challenges faced in many countries. However, other barriers at the job market, according to employers, has to do with poor attitudes, laxity, poor communication, and a host of others, which hampers productivity.
Within the employee, some of the things we notice on a daily basis is maybe poor communication above all. Employees don't actually know how to communicate with each other and to treat each other fairly, and which is not something which should be encouraged or found in the working space. But generally, that's what I find on a daily basis. Some could come up once in a while, but that is the most obvious. Poor communication within colleagues.
Some employees, however, hold that some employers need a better manner of approach, as well as to be patient with new employees, considering the fact that every organization has its vision and mission. Getting a mastery of the vision of any organization is, however, a step towards achieving.
Because so many companies now, everything you see machines, they want to be working on machine, and then you just want to come and sit and be writing on paper. So we don't deal with receipts again. They just write on the computer and they print it out. That's technology. And if you don't know that, how do you manage to?
And when we have new, as you were talking of interns, if I have new people coming into the organization, this must occur. Where we need to tell these people, this is who we are, this is what we are out to do, this is our vision, this is our mission, this is our objectives, and this is how we work to achieve these things.
With the struggle to alleviate poverty, the zeal for organizational growth and development, coupled with endless desires to grab available opportunities in the job market, the question now remains, what should be done to make the job market more accessible and satisfactory for all?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with that report we put an end to this edition of the news on Legacy Development TV. But before we take leave of you, we remind you of our lone headline, where some leaders of faith-based organizations in the Southwest region have pledged their commitment in ensuring that there is an effective humanitarian response that will remedy the plight of internally displaced persons. It was during a workshop organized in Buea by LUKMEF, Cameroon. Thanks for having been with us, and we wish you all a happy weekend in the company of our programs.